Come on, Benny. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy.
Benny's Second Chance. A story of hope and love. There are moments in life when a single choice can change everything. Not just for one soul, but for many. This is the story of Benny, a small dog who was almost forgotten, and the people who chose to believe in him.
Come on. Good boy. Come on. Come on. Good job. Come on.
Benny was born different. From the very beginning, his legs didn't work the way other dogs did. Because of this, he ended up in a shelter in Fresno, California. His kennel was cold, his days were long, and his chances of survival were painfully slim. The shelter was overcrowded, and dogs with medical needs are often the first to be overlooked. If no one stepped forward, Benny's life would soon come to an end. Hundreds of miles away in Reno, Nevada, a woman named Abby came across his photo. She remembers waking up one morning, scrolling through rescue posts, and stopping at the sight of his little face. There was something in his eyes, something so innocent, so full of hope that she couldn't look away. Abby knew the truth. Benny was out of time. But she also knew she couldn't just move on and pretend she hadn't seen him. She reached out to a local rescue group in Nevada, asking if there was any way they could help. Miraculously, they did. Benny was pulled from the shelter, saved from the fate that awaited him, and brought to Abby.
Got a toy? Let me see. Ooh! It drops treats.
When Benny first arrived, no one knew what to expect. Would he be shy, frightened, withdrawn? Instead, Benny greeted Abby and her dogs with a warmth that stunned her. It was as if he knew somehow that this was his second chance. He nuzzled, wagged, and even tried to play right away. Abby made ramps so Benny could move around more easily. But something amazing happened. Slowly, Benny began to experiment. He pushed himself up, balancing on his hind legs, wobbling at first but determined. Step by step, he figured out a way to walk. And then, unbelievably, he began to run. Abby laughed, saying he moved like a little pirate, kicking his legs out with courage and joy.
Come on. Good boy. Come on. You're okay. Come on.
Life blossomed for Benny. He wasn't afraid of much new places, new people, new dogs. He started attending a local doggy daycare, where he became known as one of the kindest, gentlest dogs around. In fact, the daycare staff used Benny as the introductory dog, the one they trusted to greet new arrivals because of his calm and loving spirit.
Oh, Benny.
Not long after, another dog came into the picture. Watson. Watson, too, had come from a shelter in California. From the beginning, Benny and Watson were inseparable. Benny would cuddle next to him, sleep beside him, and lead him on their little adventures, sometimes even with Benny's wheelchair rolling alongside. Wherever Benny went, Watson was sure to follow. It was as though fate had given both of them exactly what they needed. A best friend who understood. At first, Benny was meant to be a foster dog. Abby told herself she would help him heal, give him love, and then find him a forever home. Many people inquired about him after all. Benny had the handsome look of a shepherd mix and the sweetest personality. But the moment they learned about his disability, the interest would fade. "No thank you," they would say. That rejection hurt not for Abby, but for Benny. He deserved so much more than being dismissed because of something he couldn't control. And in time, Abby realized what her heart had known all along. Benny was already home. Abby has since dedicated her life to caring for dogs like Benny, the ones people often pass over. The ones deemed too difficult or not adoptable. She knows from experience that these dogs give just as much love, just as much joy as any other. In fact, sometimes they give even more, because they understand what it means to be given a chance. Benny is now an inspiration not only to Abby, but to everyone who hears his story. Every day, he reminds us that challenges don't define worth, that happiness can be found in the smallest victories, and that love can turn the most fragile beginnings into the strongest bonds. This isn't just a story about a dog. It's a story about hope, kindness, and second chances. And it's a reminder that when we choose compassion, we help rewrite endings that were once filled with despair. If Benny's journey touched your heart, consider supporting stories like his. A simple like, a kind comment, or even subscribing helps keep these voices alive. The voices of animals who can't tell their own stories, but whose lives are worth every word. Because in the end, Benny didn't just survive, he thrived. And his story will keep inspiring others. One step, one wag, and one heart at a time.
Our team works hard behind the scenes to find and share real-life stories that truly matter. Every video is crafted with care, carefully researched, edited with trusted sources, and always treated with the respect these stories deserve. What you see isn't just made to inspire, it's meant to be real and meaningful.